And now a 10 on your side follow-up to a family struggle to get their loved one buried in a military cemetery. Tonight, Jim Powell's family can sleep better knowing his final resting place is among those who also served their country. Powell's body sat in a funeral home for more than 2 weeks, his widow unable to find documents to prove his discharge from the Air Force. That's because a fire destroyed tens of thousands of records in St. Louis back in 1973, and it took Andy Fox on the case to get results. The family invited him to today's funeral. Andy.
Yeah, Tom, it was a big day. Powell was buried today at the Albert Horton Memorial Veterans Cemetery in Suffolk. It almost didn't happen because his records were destroyed, and the only part of his record available was his date of entry and his service number. We estimated his date of discharge based on our research to be in 1958, and that was enough to get Powell a fitting military burial. 81-year-old James Nathan Powell is finally home, buried with partial military honors.
Well, folks, we're gathered again, and really a celebration this time.
The Reverend Waverly Smith noted this true celebration. Powell had a memorial service, but for 18 days he's been in limbo, unable to be buried in a veteran cemetery because he had no paperwork. Powell's widow, Patsy, wept as she clutched the American flag.
I was just hugging him because he represents the flag, and I wanted to hug him. And it's very emotional to be presenting the flag. You know that. I love the flag.
Patsy's telling Jim's story because she wants to help other families be prepared.
Get their life in order. It's, you know, we didn't expect him to go this soon.
And you weren't prepared?
I wasn't prepared. I've been trying for 3 years to get prepared for him.
Jim married Patsy after his service in the Air Force, and in his later years lost memory due to Alzheimer's and then a stroke. When he died, Patsy was left scrambling at an emotional time to find the necessary paperwork. Burial operations manager Susan Ulrich says Patsy's typical.
The widows have told me that they found it between the mattresses, in books, in the freezer.
Powell's granddaughter, Sarah.
Everybody says that you can only say one bad thing about him, is that he was too good.
Jim Powell was too good. Now he's buried on top of a hill. He's home. Among his fellow veterans, Hayward Woodbury, Joe Edwards, Melvin Fox, and a family is at peace.
Elated. I'm so thankful to you guys for helping me. It's been a long haul.
Now, using our estimation of Jim Powell's departure date from the Air Force and his date of entry, Susan Ulrich assigns Powell's departure rank at Sergeant E4. The only verification of his military service due to the fire is Powell's date of entry and his service number. All things considered, that was enough for him to be buried in the Veterans Cemetery. In the newsroom, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.